What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in a new season and a new series. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the new season festival playlist, and we'll take a look at the new series rewards as well. So jumping into the festival playlist for the series itself, series 4, our seasonal progress can get us the Saline S7 and the Koenigsegg Jesko, however you want to pronounce it. Big thing on this season or series is the Horizon World Cup. So basically, as we complete the trial events, championships, and playground games in series 4, depending on what car you use or what country your car is from, rather, you'll be building up points as a community towards special rewards. So my thought is the cars that you see on screen now are the rewards for whoever wins or whatever you want to. I don't know how they're going to actually do it, but my thought is it's probably going to be out of these cars of who wins, you get that car. So you can see an Aston Martin AMR Vantage, or what is that called? Vulcan. There's a Nissan GTR LM, obviously a Bugatti Divo, the Mercedes CLK AMG, I think is what it is, a Lamborghini Veneno, and a Shelby, or an AC Cobra, I think is what it's called. So my thought is those are the different rewards. Obviously the Aston Martin's UK, the Nissan GTR is Japan, the Divo is French, the Mercedes is German, the Lamborghini is Italian, and the AC or Shelby is America or USA. So that's just my thought. I'm going to try to do more for the German car because I really like, just growing up, the Mercedes has just been a super sick car. So that's what I'm going to be focused on more in this series. But as we do the seasonal championships, I will give you other options as well. But looking at the summer season, we get a brand new car as the series progression as well, the Neo EP9. And then if you didn't get the Unicorn V2 last time it was here, here is your next chance. So that's pretty good. The weekly Forzathon challenge is Triathlon of Racing. Basically, it's just using any of those cars from one of those countries and driving it is your first one, and then you just have to do different races with it. So we'll actually get this complete as we do the seasonal championships, which is pretty cool because we do have one of each of those in this week. Weekly Forzathon shop can get you the Zenvo TSRS and the Koenigsegg CC8S, which is pretty sweet. The trial event is just warming up to get you the Lamborghini Miura. There is a seasonal event lab, Temple of Doom 2 circuit. We have, I think, our first showcase remix here in Horizon 5. Could be mistaken, but I do believe it is the first. And that'll get you the announcer countdown horn. The seasonal playground games will get you the Land Rover Velar. The Sky's the Limit will get you the 93 Nissan GTR. The turbocharged cross-country event will get you the 19 Macan Turbo. That's a Porsche. And then the off-track dirt championship will get you the Megane R26.R. Obviously, we have got a photo challenge, and that's easy enough just to take a photo of the 69 Chevrolet Camaro. And then we've got monthly rivals as well. So it's actually not a very busy week compared to some of the other ones. Like, we don't have the Horizon arcade event, I don't think. Maybe we did. We don't. Or the Eliminator challenges here at the end. So, but nonetheless, we're going to jump into the trial event. So I'm going to start matchmaking for a team. But you can see here, the car restriction is Country Rivals Street Racing. So that's just saying it's a street racing event. And in the car class is C600. And you can see that that's actually the case for all of these events here. So they'll all be C600. So there's a very good chance that you could use the same car in rotation across all of them and just change the tunes up if you wanted to do that. But we'll jump into this. I'll start matchmaking for a team, and then we'll show you the car we're going to use. All right, and so up on the screen now will be a screenshot of the car that we're going to be using. This is the 1991 BMW M3. And the share code for the tune that we're using, along with the tuner's name, will be up on the screen now. I'm hoping that this works out pretty well. Like I said, I'm going to be more heavy to the German side because I really like that Mercedes. So we'll be using a German car for this, and the Playground Games event, which are the only ones that you can use one car in. And then for the seasonal Playground Games, or for the seasonal championships, I've got 3 different vehicles set up for each of those when we get to those videos. I've got 1 German, 1 Japanese, and 1 American for each of them. So just wanted to give you guys some other options. I hope it works out that way and doesn't make me just have to use 1 country for each of those championships, but we'll see when we get there. We're going to let this continue to matchmake, and I'll see you guys when we get into the first race. Alright, let's take a look and see what our other teammates brought here. Another BMW, 2 Mitsubishi Eclipses, and a Renault, I think is what that is. Ooh, that's gross. So Festival Gate Crashers is our first race here. Doing it in the rain. We are down 1 player already. And looks like all but 1 of our players have a tune, so we'll take that. I do prefer to do these races with less teammates, quite honestly, because that makes it less that I potentially have to carry, or have to be carried by our other team. So I much prefer less racers, but let's see what we can do here in our BMW, and that guy's not even moving. Not a great start for the trial event. That's not what you want to see for sure. I just ran right into our teammate. That's not what you want to do either. That was my bad. Wet roads just lead to unnecessary contact, I guess. But we're holding to the Drivatars here. It's a little wet, a little slick. Obviously with the rain coming down, that's to be expected. Just ran on the inside of my teammate there again. Didn't mean to. Just got pushed into it, unfortunately, but didn't cause too much of an issue, and our team is currently winning. Hopefully we can hold on to that for the rest of this race. Looks like that 1 guy that wasn't racing ended up coming back and is in 10th place currently. Not sure why we have such a big boost on the Drivatars right now. That doesn't make much sense. I'll let you by. We've got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd currently, which is good to see. Something to note with this trial race, it is a team race, so make sure that you are racing as a team, or a team event. It's not just 1 race. It is best of 3, so the first team to 2 races, or 2 wins, will win the event. So you are racing as a team, though. You can see in the top right there. Our team's currently winning just because you get 100 points for every Drivatar you're ahead of. And vice versa for every opponent, or every player that they're ahead of, they get 100 points, but whoever's in first place gets an additional 50 points for the team. So you definitely want to make sure that you're not racing against your team here. Unfortunately, I did slide into our teammate twice, which is not a great look. But you did see I did concede the positions. They're much faster than me, obviously, so I want to make sure that they're ahead of me and I'm not holding them up and potentially causing an issue. I'm not going to let this Drivatar by here. We're going to make sure that we do some blocking, just because we're going to hold on to this position. Our other teammate's catching up pretty well too, so it doesn't seem like I've got high end for sure. But I do have enough ability to block on these straightaways to where I won't get past. Obviously, you don't want to do this if you don't have that much, I wouldn't say skill, because I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but if you don't feel comfortable with it, you know, you want to be a little more careful about that, because you could potentially throw a race for your team by trying to block. But we're going to get first, second, and third, and 5th as well, it seems. So that's 1 race down. Like I said, it's the first team to 2 races, so it is a 3-race event. But if you do win the first 2, you don't have to do the 3rd one. So we won with flying colors there, even with the guy not playing off the get-go. He did end up coming back and getting into 9th. So good deal. So we'll go ahead and move on to the 2nd race. All right, here we go with Highland Climb, another wet race. We are in the wet season, so summer season is the wet season. So we'll see what we can do here. If you are just looking for the quickest and easiest way to do this, that Eclipse might be the fastest route. I'm not sure of a tune for it, but if you do find a tune for it or another car that works out well for you, definitely let us know down below in the comments. I make these videos to make sure that everybody who plays Forza Horizon 5 has help and the ability to do these races, so the more that we can provide, the more help that can be. So, you know, I'm not saying you have to go out and use this exact car for these races, but that Eclipse seems to be doing very well. Alright, this guy's actually playing this time, and he's actually passing us up. Looking good. But yeah, if you do find other cars or other tunes that work out, definitely let us know in the comments below. Down below in the description, there's also a link to the Bomb Gaming Discord server. In there you can find all of the share codes for the tunes, potentially find other people to do the trial events with, and other stuff like that. And you can post those vehicles and tunes in that Discord as well, just as another source of helping others out. So let's see if we can't do a little bit of maningling here and get us back up into the front of this race. We're currently in 5th. Our team's actually still winning though, just because of the points and how that works. So not doing too bad. Definitely the BMW in this tune at least is not the fastest. I didn't find a tune just because I'm so early to the trial event. I couldn't find a tune made directly for it, so we're just using a generic road racing tune. Make sure that we don't run into our teammate there. But yeah, the rest of our team is definitely holding us up here. Good to see. It's always nice when you don't have to be the one carrying a team, and you've actually got a decent team that can, you know, pull their weight and stuff like that. So, and I mean, one thing about the trial is every player is important in the trial. Not just the people winning, but if you're in these positions behind, you want to make sure you're fighting for as many places as you can for the entirety of the race. Just because that can make or break the race itself as well. It's not just the people way up in front. You know, the points down here, I've got 400 points being in 6th place. So those points matter as well. So just make sure you're always fighting and trying to defend as you can. We're about 70% through the race. Our team's looking good still. We've got 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then 8th back there. We're just going to keep this guy back here behind us. Make sure that we brake. My goodness, this is a wet, wet course. These guardrails are breakable, so make sure that you don't run that too wide, because you will absolutely go through those. Trying to make sure this guy stays where he is and doesn't get past us. I think it's the new car. No, maybe it's not. Never mind. I thought that was the new car that came out next season. But I do not believe that it is. It's going to try to go inside. We're going to block him off. The Drivatars, if you do cut them off and while you're in front of them, they will hit the brakes, and it will slow them down. So, lost 1 position there. I think we'll still be fine. It's going to be a close one. As long as they don't get passed up anymore, we should get the victory on race number 2 as well. Alright, and there we go. We did get the victory on race number 2. So that will give us the overall trial event win. And that Lamborghini Miura. All right, so there we go. That's how you can get the Lamborghini Miura here in series number 4 in the summer season of Forza Horizon 5. I hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content. We'll be posting more today as we go through the rest of the summer series festival playlist. But I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.